Look who's just woken up.
Oh, a cup of tea, Harris.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
Sucking the cup.
Stop it.
He was going like that.
Right, Harris, would you like some milkies? Do we start this week window off with some milk, darling?
We do like to start it off with grub, don't we?
We
Let's get
finish.
your bum changed and then we'll get
Good
milk.
shout.
So this is our bedtime routine of our 4-month-old Harris, who you can hear in the background. Harris is in the midst of the 4-month sleep regression, which means that his sleep cycles are all over the place.
Let's put a nappy on. We'll go for this one.
All the advice I've seen online says that to try and improve their sleep, you need to have a really solid routine, particularly for bedtime. We sort of had a late rise this morning, so our bedtime was a bit later than normal. The last nap of the day is about half an hour, and we normally do it in the sling just because it's the easiest way to do it. When Harris wakes up, the first thing that we do is feed him.
Making dinner.
Making dinner. What are you
look at
making?
white armor on that screen.
I know. What are you making?
I'm making chickpeas and sweet potato.
Oh, nice.
Let's season them up, chuck them in the air fryer, with a bit of sweet potato, maybe a wee bit of broccoli.
Show them the
You can't see them.
While Luke has found his place in the kitchen,
Dinner.
Harris and we do some play together. I try and get some tummy time in. He doesn't like tummy time because he's a bit of a sicky baby. He likes to be sick everywhere all the time.
What are you doing?
Picking it up.
Let's see your boxes.
I bought wonky carrots because they're cheaper than normal.
Yes.
Got to see what a wonky carrot looks like.
Is it just the store? It's the
I'll
top.
show you.
They're pretty wonky, aren't they?
Like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
Is that what? Get the knicker. Oh no, wait, it's got a little stomp in the middle of its legs.
Is he still less?
So I got this for Harris. Well, actually, can you just mind for a minute?
Oh, sorry.
Luke got this for Harris. Well, I mean, I asked him to buy it.
I got it.
And Luke bought it. It was £2.50 from Morrison's reduced. He's 4 months old and he's going to be weaning soon, so I thought I'd get him his own little crockery set. When I was a little girl, every time I'd go to my nanny and granddad's house, they had a little crockery set for me. A plastic crockery set with little teddy bears on. And every time I would go to my nanny and granddad's house in the Lake District, I would only ever eat off of my teddy bear crockery set. I saw that and I was like, I need to get it for this little munchkin. See, I'd seen people talking about the 4-month sleep regression and what to do. Harris is in the 4-month sleep regression. I've seen a lot of people speak about this book. I'm gonna hide your face, Harris, sorry. I was looking at getting this book and it's like £10. I got this for £4 on Vinted and I'm going to read it so that we can try and fix your sleep in a non-sleep trainy way.
Yes.
We'll see how that goes.
Good luck.
Good luck.
So after he's had his feed, I put him in his buggy and he watches Luke while he makes dinner, just so that he can sort of digest his milk a little bit because he's quite refluxy. And then we go and have a little bit of play with him, a bit of hands-on. Up! And let's go down! Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! And then I move him on to doing some tummy time on his fish playmat.
Tummy time. Wow, look at that. Wow, Mum, see that?
As dinner's almost ready, I put the TV on because this is our time where Luke and I sit down and chill out because we don't really get that much time to just do nothing together. We're trying to get into the routine of eating at the dinner table, but on this night we did eat dinner and watch TV at the same time.
There we go, man. Get that for a dinner.
And I think Harris is a little bit jealous that we had food and he didn't, so I ended up feeding him again. I try and feed him throughout this wake window as much as I can so that I don't have to feed him to sleep.
Yummy in my tummy. Nom, nom, nom.
When bedtime's coming up, I give him a little belly rub so that I try and get some of his gas out as much as possible so it doesn't interfere with his sleep. Then it's time to have a bath. So I've got the little duck here that tells us what the temperature is, so it's safe for him. I get towels and my clothes ready so that I can get in my pyjamas and go to bed with him. Once Harris is out of the bath, I turn the lights down low, put some nursery rhymes on and put him on his changing mat. To minimise night changes so it doesn't interrupt his sleep, we put him in nighttime nappies. I've got a few different types, but at the moment we're using these ones. And then we head upstairs and go into the bedroom. I've got Harris's sleep bag all laid out with a book ready to read. When we get to the bedroom, I switch the red night light on and the white noise machine, and then I turn the big lights off so the room is nice and red and dim. I put Harris in his next to me and try and have a bit of Mummy Harris time. I read him a story, I give him some cuddles. So far he can't soothe himself to sleep and he needs me to rock him to sleep. So I read him a story, get him really nice and relaxed, but he just doesn't fall asleep on his own yet, so I end up picking him up and I give him a little rock. Most nights I feed him before bedtime and I try to avoid feeding to sleep, but I often do rock him to sleep so that Luke can put him to sleep as well. But because he had quite a lot of milk during his wake window, he didn't need any milk just before bed. This is just a little clip of me showing Infocol, which I always give him for nighttime feeds because he is quite a sicky baby and if he doesn't burp then he's gonna be sick. So I rocked him to sleep, and then when he was asleep I just transferred him into his next to me. Because Harris can't self-soothe yet, he can't link his sleep cycles, so that does mean that every time he has a sleep cycle at night, like every 1 to 2 hours, he wakes up. He normally just needs picked up and then a little pat back to sleep and then he's fine, and he normally gets fed about 3 times during the night. At this point I'm quite used to him waking up every 2 hours on the dot. I think it's just a phase that you go through. I've heard a lot of people say different things about it lasting for like up to 6 weeks, but some people say it lasts months. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about people saying that they just get over it and baby learns to just self-settle, but then I've also seen a lot of people say that it doesn't work and they end up needing to sleep train. I'm hoping that just being consistent with routines will hopefully allow him to be able to settle on his own. I hope this is reassuring to some people that also feel like they're not doing the right thing at the moment, just like I am. The most helpful thing is seeing different people's experiences, so if anyone else has any similar experiences with sleep regression, please do put it down in the comments.